Hey everyone, good morning on Sunday, December the 3rd, 2023. Let's do some fun, positive cruise news. Let's go. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Happy Sunday, everyone. Hope your football team has great success today. My Philadelphia Eagles are playing the San Francisco 49ers. It's going to be a tough game. But we shall see what happens. Anyway, let's get into some fun cruise news for today. So, first cruise news story is Carnival Cruise Lines. Jonathan Cookie Adams, if you don't know, he is retiring. Carnival's cruise directors are very well known. They're very involved in the day-to-day activities, and people schedule their cruises and vacations around sometimes where a cruise director is going to be. So obviously this is upsetting to some loyal Carnival cruisers who are going on Mardi Gras, and we're going on it to, in part, see and spend time with their favorite cruise director. And since he is retiring, they're going to be doing a little bit of cruise director by committee for the next 6 months or so. So just to give you an idea who it's going to be, it is going to be Jackie Tang, Joseph Boys, and TJ Partida from now until June or July. There's also a live schedule out there where you could check the cruise directors for Carnival. It's one of the things I really miss on Oasis class ships and some of the larger Royal Caribbean ships. You don't really get to know the cruise director and the cruise director staff as much. It's a pros and cons thing, right? There are so many other things going on in the ship. The cruise director couldn't possibly be at all the different events. So the pro is you get these amazing, beautiful ships with so many things to do, which I love. The con is you lose that like small family fun ship feeling that you get on some of the older ships, like we talked about when we were on Enchantment, and when I was on Celebrity Summit, and even Mariner of the Seas to a lesser extent. Dan, the party man, was on there, and it's really good to know those cruise directors, and some people love them. So sad to see that Jonathan is retiring, but they do have a plan in place for at least the next 6 months or so. Next cruise news story, Nassau. We talked about this like a month ago. They were on track to break the record for passengers in a single year. That record was set in 2019 at 3.85 million passengers. They've broken it already with a month to go at 3.869 million passengers this year. I account for 3 million of those. I've been to Nassau so many times this year. So you're welcome, Nassau, for me coming so many times. But there's still a month to go. It's pretty crazy. And I think between myself and Brandon, the weekend cruiser, we've broken the record for the visitors. So it's amazing news for Nassau. And hopefully 2024 is another banner year from them with the brand new port down there, which is amazing and beautiful. So congratulations to the Bohemians. Cruise news story number 3, back to Carnival. They're going to test out a new digital debarkation system. It's pretty cool. One of my least favorite things, and I haven't experienced this so much this year. I think I've been on a lot of very good cruises this year where disembarkation went very smoothly, with the exception of Celebrity Summit, where it was a nightmare. They had everybody wrapped around the deck, but the middle of it was like a lounge. And instead of having it roped off, they just assumed that everyone would follow the line. You know how that goes. So, but otherwise, I generally do walk off. I always do walk off. And yeah, pretty much every cruise this year has been very smooth. I just got off the MSC Magnifica. I literally just picked up my bag at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I walked down to the deck and I walked right off the ship. Really weird, but it's great. So Carnival's going to test out a system where you could pick your debarkation time if you are doing your luggage. If you're doing walk off, it doesn't matter. You could just walk off whenever, which to me is kind of the biggest problem anyway. That's where the biggest line is. But they're testing it out where you could pick a time and then they will send you notifications on your mobile device to let you know when you are cleared and ready to go, which is kind of cool. So as long as people abide by that, I think that could be very, very cool. So before our next cruise news story, I'd love to ask you to subscribe. I always forget to do this. So please subscribe. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, which is incredible. And we really appreciate everyone's support. Next cruise news story for today. The NCL Viva has officially been christened by Luis Fonsi, the singer that did Despacito, if you didn't know. That's what Americans know him from. The Latin community knows him from all of his other giant hits that Americans didn't listen to. So Luis Fonsi christened the ship. It's out and it's doing paid voyages, and it's pretty amazing. I'm very happy. Actually, there is a few more inaugural events for Viva coming up in the next few weeks. So next up, Princess has announced that the Sun Princess is going to have the largest casino ever on a Princess cruise ship, with over 200 slot machines and some live tables, poker machines, the whole 9 yards. That's really exciting if you love to gamble and you love yourself some Princess cruises. On my Magnifica cruise, I spent a little too much time in the casino because there wasn't that much going on the ship. And that was not a great decision. Next up, and our last cruise news story for today, I don't think anyone's heard yet, but Star of the Seas is going to be porting in Port Canaveral. Have you heard? Has it been announced? Oh my God. So that is the news for today. I do have one other thing in light of that Star of the Seas announcement. One of the things I noticed is that we've fallen into the trap that I think everyone falls into, is like, let's go play on the fun, newest, biggest, brightest thing. And while that's cool and it's fun for us because we're cruisers and we get excited about those new things as well, I don't always think it's the best content to put out for all of you. Our goal here is to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan to go on an amazing cruise vacation. And I feel like, especially this year, in the past year or two, with so many brand new ships coming out and so many fun things like Icon and Prima and Viva and Ascent and all of these crazy new products coming out, every vlogger, blogger, travel agent, cruise YouTuber, every person is going on these ships the first couple weeks they come out, or at least the first couple months they come out. So there's a slew of videos about which, you're going to start seeing them in a few weeks, about Icon, all of the people on Icon, and I'm going on Jubilee. I'm guilty of it too. I'm going on Jubilee in a few weeks just because I wanted to go on a new ship. So my question out there, I'm going to post this in our community as well on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram and everything else. Would you prefer if we went on some older ships or some different ships that just maybe aren't the biggest, largest mainstream ships, like Harmony of the Seas, or other older ships like Serenade and Rhapsody, and some of the older celebrity ships and some of the older Carnival ships and different things like that? Would that be more appealing to you to see some different products, or maybe get some ship tours on some different things that aren't the huge big names? I find that, generally speaking, when we do some of the older ships like Enchantment or Caribbean Princess we did this year, those videos did really well. So that's my question to you. Comment below if you would like us to do some different ships, and if you have a ship in mind, please put those below as well. Even if you'd like us to try some of the European ships, some of the TUI ships, or the P&O ships that maybe only Gary Bembridge or Emma Cruises checks out. Let us know what you think, and we really appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Enjoy the day. The holidays are right around the corner, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.